Joining us on panel, JJ, Director of Operations for Colour Me Mine Canada. We also have Shauna Ogson, who is with the Calgary Food Bank. Thank you for being here. And also, the National Volunteer Week is this week. We brought Rebecca Dakin in here, Communications Specialist with the Federation. The Federation, no, it's not Star Wars.
No.
Although that would be really awesome. Explain the Federation.
So the Federation of Calgary Communities is the support organization for the 150 community associations in Calgary, along with a variety of other not-for-profit organizations and their volunteers. So we provide a variety of support to those organizations to help them operate and serve their members and their residents.
And who knew, Kate? It's National Volunteer Week.
I know. So what does that mean? What do you do during that week? Is that recognizing all the volunteers?
I think it's just a National Volunteer Week. It's just a week to thank the volunteers, whatever organization you're with or company you're with, and a way to spend a week formally recognizing them in whatever way you see fit. I know some organizations hold galas or functions, others bring them together, and take them out to lunch, whatever you see fit, just a way to recognize the volunteers that help you do what you do.
Is it true, 20,000 volunteers here in Calgary? We hear that a lot in the city, that whether it be the Stampede, whether it be for the food bank or any other little organization or other nonprofits that are out there, that there are so many people that just, they'd love to give.
Yeah, there's 20,000 volunteers involved in community associations in Calgary, and it makes up the largest collective volunteer movement. So it's a movement that's extremely powerful, extremely inspiring, and we take this week to just thank them for all they do. They work every day to improve neighborhood life in Calgary, and it's a very dedicated and tiring job at times, but it's very rewarding too.
What is it about Calgarians that love to volunteer? And maybe Shauna, you can speak to this as well.
It's exactly what they say, that when you give your time, you feel better. And I see that every day. We get testimonials from families going, Joe was on his last legs, he started volunteering, and now he's got a new spirit. It's wonderful to see.
Communities need volunteer help as well too. Sure, there are the organizations like the food bank, but also communities need volunteer.
I think that's something that Calgarians don't realize, is that community associations are run by volunteers. They're not staffed. Some of them have staff to help run the facility, but the majority of community association work is done by volunteers, and that's residents in the community. It could be your neighbor, it could be your friend from down the street that's helping make sure you love where you live and that your community has the amenities, the programs, the services, everything you need to love where you live. It's volunteers that are making that happen.
So how does it start? I want to volunteer. I'm in my community and I'm saying, hey, this is cool. I just heard Rebecca talk about volunteering in National Volunteer Week. I want to help. What's the next step?
Contact your local community association, find out who they are. You can find a list on our website, or if you know the name of your community, just type it in Google and the community association website will come up. Get in contact with them, let them know your interests or what you have to offer, if you're looking to host a class or help run an event, and they'll hook you up. They're always looking for more volunteers, and if you have something to offer or if there's just something you're interested in, they'll...
I've been to their website, the Federation's website. It's incredible. The amount of information you have there is so well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where you can get another source of information.
Yeah, if you're new to Calgary and don't know what a community association is or how to find yours, our website is a good first place to go, calgarycommunities.com. Lots of information on what a community association is, how you can get involved, how to find your own, all that good stuff.
And we should say thank you to our volunteers, Phoenix, while we're talking about National Volunteer Week.
Daily.
Yes, we have our volunteers, and they do the camera work, and you can come join our volunteer team as well every day. We have stuff going on if you want to learn about TV, so we want to say thank you to our volunteers who are putting us on TV right now.
Yeah, we have Brian and Tom who are here right now, but again, as Kate's mentioned, every day we could not do this without the volunteers. And we sometimes, there's Brian right there, so we sometimes do take for granted that they are there to help us, but they are taking the time out of their day, and you're absolutely right though, Shauna. You have this sense of just you're doing the right thing, And I bet you even have people who return, who maybe once used the food bank, for example, who've said, you know what, I want to give back.
Many of our volunteers have used the food bank or know somebody directly in their family. So we've got a lot of donors of time and talent that were affected.
How do we thank volunteers? Is there a way to thank them?
I don't think there's any right or wrong way. It's up to you. It can be small, it can be big, it can be... I mean, I think what people forget is a simple thank you can go a long way. And I think nowadays with social media and email, people don't take the time to write thank you notes or make thank you phone calls, and I think that's really important.
You could give them a gift certificate for Color Me Mine.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, I mean, really?
Yeah, I mean, we have gift cards for all different occasions and all different reasons, and it would be a good, relaxing opportunity for them to experience. And we don't just do pottery, we do glass fusion, we do canvas painting, paint and sip nights, a whole bunch of stuff.
And I like that date night thing too. That's actually a pretty cool idea.